Hello there, people, and welcome back to yet another episode of Planet Coaster in Average Kingdom. That's the one. That's the spirit. And one can definitely be sure to find average in this channel and on this series, as well as in this episode. You can find average everywhere. Don't you worry about that. And if you worry about that, let me help you out. You come to the right place. So yeah, we're gonna be working a little bit today on some lighting and other stuff, obviously. Some of it I will be doing off screen. That's not much though. A little bit, teeny tiny bit is gonna be done off screen, but 90% of what's going on is gonna be happening on screen. So don't you worry. You'll get front row seats to all of it. And that hopefully will fall to your liking. You'll hopefully enjoy it. That's at least the point of this is for it to be entertainment and joyful for those lucky enough to get to watch it on YouTube. That might be a little bit stretching it though, but you know, you get what I'm meaning. You get what I'm going at. At least I really hope you do. I mean, lighting is something I have not really bothered too much with before when I played the game. Mostly for the simple reason that I just played during the day. Problem solved. But of course that will be something we will look into and something that I might learn some from in this playthrough, this series. Of course. When you learn something new, you tend to not make it perfect from the get-go, and this is one of those things where I really need to, get my head on straight. I don't worry. What you see now is about to change. It will change fairly soon. Don't worry. It's not gonna be like this. I was considering covering them all up in rocks. And that way just make them hidden, I suppose. Hidden away, out of sight, out of mind. I do, however, come to my senses and figure that throwing 10 different rocks out on the otherwise perfect grass is not going to be the way to go. And boy, was I right. Or at least that's what I'm thinking. But the middle one there, the large one, is eventually decided to be a sort of centerpiece thing, or at least a place for the jester to stand and do his thing. And I feel like that actually works. All right, not perfect, but all right, it works out. As for I suppose the fence might be a strong word. It's not really a fence. It's more of a thing on the side of the sidewalk. I'm not sure what you call that. But yeah, I feel like these pieces work for so many different things, and I do realize that this is the easy way of getting about it. But you learn something every day, something new, something different, and that's the beauty of Planet Coaster. You know, you never know what's gonna happen, and never know what's gonna go down because you can use every piece for everything. It's crazy, and of course that would come in handy if you had any vague clue as to how to use them, other than semi-obvious things like this is a fence. That is not a fence. You know what I mean? Like a wall, I suppose, of sorts. I don't know. Obviously, English is not my native language, and I sometimes struggle for the right words. Maybe this is called the wall. I don't know. But you know what I mean, though. It's on the screen, so hopefully that helps with the translation there. I'm not sure what to do on the end there. Like not this end, but the other end. This wall piece thing. It's called a wall from now on, okay? Deal with it. Not sure what to do on the end there. We could, of course, continue on this wall here, but at the same time, might not be the best look for it, or the best way to go about it. But yeah, that's a possibility at least. I feel like the yellow light really helps out. Creates an atmosphere around the place. I tried to light up the fountain as well, but no clue how to do that. Is there some way? I'll have to look into some videos on that. It would be great to have it lit up, but I'm just not sure as to how to do that. I feel like these trees maybe be a little bit too close to the path, because the branches are so huge. They come out everywhere basically, and for all that's good, that's also less good. But it covers up the place, and it makes it take care of the line of sight a little bit. Might want to raise up the ground behind there a little, just to make sure that people don't see behind there. And that might be a place for a different themed area of the park, I suppose. What we're working on now is going to be a stroller rental thing. I don't remember where I saw it. I saw it on someone else's video, and I was like, oh shoot, that's neat, that's handy, I want one of those. And here it goes. This is the attempt at making a stroller hangout rental location. And of course it's not really done yet. That's one of the things I do between now and the live section, is I actually go and find some strollers on the workshop. I think it's Web Searcher, I think the name of the creator of them is. I don't remember now, but I mentioned that in the live section. And the strollers look awesome, and they're themed towards children, which is cool. And I also go ahead and for what it's worth, I go ahead and make one of them for myself as well. So there's I think we used 3 of the ones that he or she made, and 1 or 2 of the ones that I make myself. Which is kind of cool. If I may say so myself, I'm not good enough to make something from scratch myself, so I do lean a little bit on the design of. I'm gonna call the person Web Searcher for now. Might not be the right word, and the right name will come out in the live section in a bit. Not so sure about these pylons, these columns, these wooden things. But maybe. All I'm saying is maybe. Maybe they work. Maybe they don't. I don't really know. It's terrible, I know, but this is how bad I am at this. I mean, I really need help. Now, of course, the inside of this of the stroller rental there is looking a bit weird, but it works. Whatever works, as they say. That color does not work well, but changing it up a little and it sort of works at least. And I suppose that's all you can wish and dream for in a place like this. Well, not in a place like this, but in a place like this with me as the person who records it and makes it, I suppose. Trying desperately to find alternative ways to roof the things getting made. Sometimes I feel like I manage it. Sometimes I feel like that might not have been the way you wanted to go there, buddy. But you know, I learned when I was little. It's the thought that counts. Does that really sit there? No, it doesn't. Really doesn't. I could have made that whole thing like a what is it? 5-angled thing. What is that called in English? Holy smokes! You know, a hexagonal. No, I don't know. I'm sorry. I call pass on what that's called. You know what I mean? Like a multi-squared, multi-cornered thing going on. You know, the same sort of shape as the actual art piece there. Not the art piece. It's the spire. What's going on with me? It's like I'm having a constant brain fart. And my humblest of apologies for that, as you know, might not be the best case of entertainment value. This side of the place. I wanted to like keep it open, just to, you know, make it visible that there will be spoiler alert strollers in there. I feel like I've said that so many times now that it's probably, you know, more than plenty in terms of you knowing about it already. But yeah, as for you know, all of a sudden I decide to do some level of detailing, and of course I do that on the inside of the building, which is a little bit ridiculous if you ask me. Should have maybe considered doing it, you know, in places that are more visible than you know, necessarily the inside of a building. But that's just my 2 cents on it. You know, you feel free to feel different. I go ahead and I just change up where the actual store is, for the simple reason that it would, at least in my mind, it makes a lot more sense to have it on the inside there. Of course, it's a hat store, and it's not going to be hats sold there, or it will be hats, but it's supposed to be strollers. Struggle with the sign here a little, but you know, it comes eventually. There we go. And then I decide, no, I don't decide anything. Never mind. Never you mind. Don't think about it. Never said anything. I really need work on, you know, how to do commentary on time lapses. You know, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Now this is going to be, I think this will be the last building so far. It's not in this series, don't get me wrong. But it's going to be a quick little staff building, and it's going to be hiding behind, you know, the other buildings, kind of out of sight, out of mind, sort of thing. Because, you know, as much as this park would be a park where they struggled to not show off that people are working there, they wouldn't, you know, bother enough to properly hide it away. Just sort of. I do eventually switch out, like here now there's only one staff building inside. Eventually that becomes several staff buildings inside over there. But that's, you know, for another day. I don't think I show that on camera. But there was eventually there were so many staffers who were complaining about not having a staff room that they basically go all nuts up in this place. And when they do, I decide, you know what, I'll give you guys a little bit of extra staff room possibilities, and you should all be happy again. Don't complain to me no more. You know? Figured maybe I'd raise the ground here a little so as to hide it away a little bit more if you're inside of the stroller park. End up deciding, no, let's not do that. Let's just pretend like nothing. place a dumpster back here because it felt like one of those places where you could actually put one of those, and a little bit of detailing in terms of trash pollutions, trash stuff that's crashable. But that's, you know, it's fine. It's all good. It's all good in love and war, as they say. Not really sure what I'm looking for at this point. Probably something useful. Probably had a plan. Seeing how I go through this like crazy at this point. Probably something specific. No clue though. This is about as interesting to me as it is to you. Oh yeah. Now I remember. I'm looking for the picnic table. That was the one. Figured it would be nice to have for the employees to have a place outside to sit and chill if the weather was nice, especially since we could hide it away a little in the background there. As for how the place itself looks, now I feel like it looks good. Looks decent at least. Some little work here and there to do, but you know, in general, it looks alright. Especially this building will need some filling in and some detailing, but one thing at a time. I struggle with this a little before I figure out, you know what? If we just were to, you know, move it in a little where it's supposed to be, that will work. I do stuff like this all the time in Planet Coaster, unfortunately. At least for now. Hopefully later on that will not be a thing. I of course leave the sign there. It's currently sticking a little out on the ATM side of the wall, but that will be fixed eventually. Don't worry. At some point I'll fix that, or I will fix that once I see that. Although you can see it now, but I didn't see it now. As for the flowers here, I mean, I just wanted to fill it in with something because the building itself looked so empty. Did I go for the right thing to fill it in with? Not sure. But you know, it's hopefully something I can get some help from you guys for. Can at least hope. I figured, you know, obviously the door there is so that employees can come out and help with picking the stroller and help you with the stroller if you need help with it. And I figured it would also be alright to have some windows for other employees not standing in the cash register to look out and see if anyone's out there requiring some assistance. As for the chimney here, want it to look like there was smoke coming out, but I feel like the medium one is a little bit much and the small one is a little bit little, so we ended up with the medium one. Considering throwing down a sign saying staff only there, but didn't do it. Yeah, I think I'll you know, leave you guys hanging, I suppose, until the live section of this comes in. It's right around the corner now, so you know, don't go anywhere. There's not going to be a commercial break, I can tell you that much right away. But yeah, I like the fact that the entrance and exit from the ride there is kind of hidden behind a lot of buildings. I feel like that looks kind of cool. That's me though. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. It'll be awesome. Awesome sauce. All right, I'll see you guys in a bit. Till then. So it's not cheerio, but you know, till then, yeah, you get what I mean. I'll see you there. Welcome back to the live section of this video. Just going to go quickly through what we've done. We placed down these little railing kind of fence situation thingies in order to get a decent place to put lights on. Not really sure about the lights. Maybe they're a bit too close to each other. Works though. As for the gesture here, if you look nighttime, he is mostly there in order to hide some lights, in order to light up the trees a little. So maybe we'll remove that guy and the lights underneath, and as well as the stone. We'll see. We'll see. Any thoughts on that? Please leave it in the comment section. This general area still needs more lighting. I feel. As for the end section here, oh, hello. This area here needs some sort of fencing, some sort of railing. Not sure if the best course of action is to continue on with these ones. That's for some reason don't want to be selected right now. I'm in a building. That's why it wouldn't be selected. Never mind. Probably remove that as well. Switching to daylight. Go through here. I put down these between the building section and now, or the time lapse and now. I'm not so sure. I mean, they need some more detailing. You need somewhere to put down your ticket and stuff. Thought here is that this one here is stationary. This bar, this part of the fence is stationary, and you'd have a staff member standing behind here that could open or pivot this around like so in order to get handicapped people through. That's the thought on that one. Coming in here, we can start with our little bit of a staff building here, staff break room. Might want to move the trash here a little more to the side because it can be seen from over there at the moment. Or possibly hide this away behind more trees and such. Also a way to go. Other than that, it looks plain and it's just a brick put down by the park in order to give the staff members somewhere to rest and relax. I put down a bench out here in case of sunlight and people wanting, or staff members wanting sun coming in. So yeah. And of course we have our little dumpster here that is for trash purposes, obviously. And the thought is you can have some sort of car come in here and empty it out. Backing up between the trees here. Or it would probably come from over here and in and grab it and go out. Coming out here again, there's the ATM. Looks right, I'd say. Flower bed. Ways to improve that, I'm guessing. Here we got some strollers though. With the sign, obviously, we would go to this guy and get the strollers and walk away again. Obviously this guy sells hats and not strollers. I went ahead and I stole, let's see, these strollers right here. These 5 strollers from the Steam Workshop from a guy called Web Searcher who created them, and I made another iteration of it myself, which is this one. Which is for sort of a little bit larger kids. I think this works really well in a part like this because the strollers themselves are sort of like themed and made child friendly, so that's super cool. Yeah, I really liked it. And why invent the gunpowder twice, right? This building here, maybe do some sort of detailing in the middle here. Other than that, I think it looks alright. And for the next episode, we're going to be working on this area right here. And my thought was, let's put down a coaster of sorts. I was thinking a junior coaster, because you know, junior coaster would be fun to work with, and it's something that would work well in this park, I think. And I'll do some research on that before I actually put it down. That will be fun. But I think we'll call that it for today. This still needs some detailing on the bottom here, I think. I haven't really decided. That's why it doesn't really happen anything with it. I keep saying something should be done here, and then nothing gets done there. So yeah. If you guys enjoyed, though, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Or if you enjoyed, please like the video as well. It would be much appreciated. Hopefully, I'll see all you guys next time for some coaster building and some coaster decoration. Hopefully, we'll make both of them happen in one and the same. Would be awesome also if anyone had any thoughts on the time lapse. I do it in 4 times speed. Is that something? Is that too fast? Is that too slow? These are my first time lapses, so I'd love some feedback on that. Till next time, though. Here we go.